Hi, what I'd like to talk to you about today is Kahoot and the gamification of learning. And as you can see, nobody showed up for this class today, so I'll be doing an instructional video instead, um, but it should be fun. First, I want to discuss the Creative Commons license, its attribution, and this lets others distribute, remix, adapt, and build upon my work, even commercially, as long as I'm credited for original creation. And like to do a land acknowledgement, and I'm right now at the British Columbia Institute of Technology, and we acknowledge that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish Nations, of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations. As far as accessibility and inclusion, my name is Jason Buer. My pronouns are he, him, and if you'd like to state and have recognized your pronouns, please feel free to do that. For this lesson, I will be providing closed captioning for those with hearing impairment, but you must enable this from your own Zoom settings. And if you have any other accessibility needs, please let me know, and I'll try my very best to address them. So if there was people here, I'd probably ask if anybody had any experience with Kahoot, if they've ever done a Kahoot or been part of a class that had a Kahoot in. But I'm going to talk about what a Kahoot is. So what is Kahoot? Kahoot is a free online, open source, multiple choice game show style learning tool that integrates not only with Zoom, but with many other educational and workplace partners. We can see here many universities and licensing entities such as Disney, Marvel. It integrates into Zoom seamlessly, except for mine because it's something that your admin has to allow, but it integrates into Office, Microsoft Teams. Uh, it has a ton of partners for workplace presentations, for polling during meetings, a huge educational component, uh, and even parents can use it at home. So it's very useful and it integrates into a ton of different platforms. So this Kahoot basically is the gamification of learning. It allows you to create multiple choice true or false questions in the free version. And there's a ton of different question types and different things you can do if you pay for Kahoot. It's a tiered model. So your free tier lets you do uh, basic things, and the paid version lets you do a lot more. Um, you can play individually or in teams. You can even play solo if you want, which we're probably going to do because nobody's here. Um, but yeah, it's in a fun game show type setting. You can customize the look of it. You can add music. You can make it fun and exciting and as engaging as you want to. Um, as far as I said before, you can compete in teams or individually. This allows for collaboration and competition. So especially when different teams compete against each other or, um, and you have to collaborate within those teams to give the best answer. I find it very useful and engaging. Uh, what Kahoot also does is it provides a number of reports uh, and analytics that allows for evaluation. It it gives you a lot of different ways to track and evaluate students' progress, learning progress, teaching effectiveness. Um, it's also played in more than 200 countries and regions and has over 500 million public games available. You can download on many topics. You can create content for others. You can create content for yourself. You can sell content. It's very vast ecosystem of questions and content creation. The reason I chose Kahoot, well, number one, the reason is one of my students recommended it during a class I was doing. Uh, I said we had a quiz, and she said, "Oh, can you make it a Kahoot?" And I was like, "Oh, what?" And then I kind of got into researching Kahoot and really liked it, and the students really, really liked it, and I could see the engagement was tenfold compared to a normal quiz. Um, Sometimes they even got quite heated as far as the competition. Um, yeah, different students have used it in previous classes and basically recommend it because it's fun and educational. I also found out through my research that it basically addressed the other E's of educate, excite, engage, and value in many great ways. The gamification factor of Kahoot is noticeable, has a noticeable effect on engagement. Depending on your game type, um, it can foster competition or it can foster teamwork, or both. I found it easy and fast to create content for Kahoot, um, eh, allowing for quick assessment of the day's instructions. So you can make quick quizzes for the end of the day or end of the hour. It's very easy to make questions up and to create content and create a Kahoot in probably 5 or 10 minutes. Um, or you can do um, more in-depth questions for weekly games on a unit of topic. It can provide real-time feedback and collaborative learning while discussing right and wrong answers and team performance after a Kahoot. So, you can have discussions on performance, why people put certain answers. You can track the performance of certain questions and see what percentage of the class or what people got them right or wrong. Um, and this leads to the other evaluation. So one of the most powerful tools Kahoot gives you is the ability to evaluate and analyze the performance of students learning. It includes reports, so there's many, 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 many reports that are available through Kahoot. Um, and so provides statistics, it provides reports, it provides evaluation, it provides graphical analysis. So it allows you to evaluate and analyze almost every aspect of your student's performance. It includes reports that can be searched and filtered to quickly find particular stats that you're looking for. It gives you a detailed evaluation of not only the performance of each student or team, but allows you to evaluate the performance of different questions and answers. This allows you to hone and filter for difficult questions and analyze any learning weaknesses that, uh, or to replay games with only only difficult questions that say 20% of the class got right to reinforce learning. Um, Kahoot also gives you a visual representation of all these statistics and results and an overview of analytics, and provides various actionable insights to make spotting trends and weaknesses easy and quick. Um, so it's pretty useful as far as teaching goes. I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually play a game of Kahoot. Now, if there was other students here, I would play a game with them. I've already made one, but I think what we're going to do is go to uh, my Kahoot screen and show how to create a Kahoot. So the first thing we do is we're going to log into Kahoot. We're going to make an account, which I've already done. You can do that at go to just www.kahoot.com and hit create. And then you go here to create. And we're going to create a Kahoot. And we're going to forego all the new AI creation and just go to a basic one. So we can enter a Kahoot title. And we'll just call this test. And you can pick where to save it. You can add video, you could add music, change labor, uh, change languages, make it public or private, or add images. So we're doing a very basic one. And then it comes to a screen where you can type your first question. So this question will be, what are we learning about? And the first answer is going to be PowerPoint. That's not right. And then we're going to go to Zoom. And then we'll go to the third answer being the correct one, Kahoot. And the fourth one being dolphins. And you just check the one that's right. And that's adding a question. Done. So there's also different kinds of questions here. You can add from a question bank or a question generator, which is AI. You can pick quiz questions, which are multiple choice, or true or false questions in the free version. Typed answer, slider, puzzle, and quiz and audio questions in the paid version. And that's it. We'll do another quick one. We'll do a true or false question. Is Kahoot fun and effective? And we're going to pick true as the right answer. And we can insert media. You can get linked media in the paid version. You can find your own media or drag and drop an image from anywhere. And that's all there is to it. And then we save this question. Done. We can preview it, but I've actually got a few Kahoots made. So the first one I'm going to go to is my Kahoot on Kahoot. And what we're going to do is I'm going to play solo because there's nobody here to play with me. When you are playing in real life, what you would do is you would start a Kahoot, and Kahoot would give you a game code, and your students would either put it into their phones or into their laptop computers or whatever media they have. And then they get a number, they type that number in, and it links to your Kahoot, and you control it from here, and they have things to answer by. So does Kahoot foster both teamwork and competitive learning? I'm going to say true for that one. So that's correct. The faster you answer Kahoot, the more points you get also. What educational strategy does Kahoot use to excite and engage learners? That would be gamification. I also got that one correct. Kahoot gives you the ability to evaluate and analyze the performance of both students and learning. That's also true. That's correct. And Kahoot's evaluation tools allow you to analyze and track individual students' team and performance, right and wrong answers to evaluate any instructional weakness, difficult questions that have a high frequency of wrong answers, or all of the above. And that is also correct. So get ready. And that is pretty much how the game works. It works much better with actually people playing. There's a lot to Kahoot. If you look at actual resources, it's vast. There's so much you can do. This is in my personal account. I don't pay for it, but in the paid version, it's almost endless. There's millions and millions and millions of Kahoots you can use. Once you've done a real one, you can go to the report section and it will tell you performance of individual students, performance per question. You can track learning. You can see how effective your teaching was. It's a really great tool for learning, and I feel probably one of the best media tools I've discovered since starting teaching. I guess I don't have anybody to ask any questions, so I think I'll end it here.